Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Legendary Leaders. I am your host, Katrina Jameson. I'm the founder of Legend Leaders, where we arm female business leaders with the strategies they need to master the one rule and live life on their terms. A legend life. Are you ready to close out this series? This series focusing on creating your and life. Now, if you're just joining us for the first time and you're listening to this, you've missed about 3 episodes. You need to go back and check those out, because they've been building on each other. We've learned that an and life is having both success and happiness, that we deserve to have both of those things, that it's not selfish to want both. We can have both. We were told we could have it all. This is having it all. We just need to learn how to do it. We haven't screwed up. We didn't sign up for a life without happiness. There's nothing that we've done wrong. Yes, everyone else around us may look happy, but their definition of happiness and life on their terms can be and probably is very different than yours. We've gone through the emotions of feeling trapped because we just didn't understand why success and happiness weren't the same things. We were taught to go and create this life, get the good job, have the beautiful family, buy the amazing house, climb the ladder, and we'll be happy. But we're not. And so we questioned ourselves. And those questions caused us to get trapped and feel like something was wrong with us. We also want more. And we've realized that wanting more doesn't mean that we're ungrateful for the success that we have, because success and happiness, again, are 2 different things. And we can have all the success in the world and still lack the happiness and fulfillment that we really truly desire. That really, quite frankly, is what life is about. And because they're 2 separate things, it's now okay to want more because we're wanting more of something different. We talked about how we break free. It's all about getting our minds right? And it's all about acknowledging the fact that there are unknowns, and the unknowns are what have been keeping us trapped. The unknown about what really does generate career success. What's that blueprint for career success? And then the other unknown of, well, how do I really truly define happiness and fulfillment? What is life on my terms? I don't know. I've never let myself truly answer that question. And so today, what we want to dive into is understanding the fact that the one rule, quite frankly, is your answer in all of this. If you haven't been listening to these podcast episodes, go back. There are definitely several series on the one rule, several episodes rather. Check it out. The one rule is all about defining career success. We eliminate the unknown. Let's eliminate the 2 unknowns that we talked about. Number 1, career success. Well, how do we define career success? The career success is defined through the one rule. The one rule for career success is all about adding daily value. That's what it is. When we add daily value to the companies that we work for, to the internal customer that we serve inside of a corporation, we're seen as an irreplaceable asset. And that's exactly where we want to be. We want to be irreplaceable assets in that organization. An asset in a company is something of value. Not only is it valuable today, but it's valuable for years to come. So you want to be an asset. Not only do you want to be an asset, you want to be an irreplaceable asset. You want to be an asset that when the company is growing and changing, you're growing and changing, and you move fluidly right along with the changes. And you help lead the charge to keep the company on the forefront of the changes in the world, in the economy, in the customer, right? In all of these things. And you do that because the one rule teaches you exactly how to add value. You learn things like being an innovative leader, being visionary, problem solving, being selfless, not focusing on self-preservation. There's a lot to do with how we think about the time that we're giving our companies, and we're blaming them, thinking that they demand it, when in reality we're giving it because we think that's what is keeping us safe. So we have to make some mindset shifts and focus on adding true value. Right? We have to build truly irreplaceable teams. We have to anchor in a raving fan culture. We have to understand things like client first chain. Client first chain. Had a lapse there for a minute. Client first chain and understanding how to inject that. So there are about 7 things on average that I teach through the One Rule that help you understand. It's the blueprint for career success. It's the thing that we all want to know that no one has really ever told us, but it's all about adding value. Now here's the deal. If you've grabbed your worksheet for this mini series, then for today's episode, one of the questions is all around value. Are you adding value every day in your organization? What does your company look for in regards to value? How do they define value? When you put those pieces together and add daily value, now you've figured it out. You don't have to worry about, well, what is this person doing over here? What are they doing? Or what haven't I done? You've already defined how you add value every day. Not on your terms, not in the way you want to add value, but in the way the company perceives value. And when you do it on a daily basis, this is the unknown that you've solved for. This is career success. When you identify and execute on daily value, this is career security. This is career success. You've eliminated that unknown. Now you know what you must do, and you have found all the things that you can eliminate, get rid of. You don't have to get at your computer at 7 o'clock. Nobody cares. Nobody's focused in on that. They're not going to define that as value per se. So go now, have coffee on your deck and enjoy the silence and the sound of nature. That's what you said would make you happy. Now you can do those things. And then that's the point. Once you define career success and you figured that out as part of the One Rule, then the second phase of the One Rule is starting to discover what life on your terms looks like. You start to discover what is fulfillment? How do I want to grow? How do I want to have gratitude in my heart all of the time? How do I want to live in this moment? How do I contribute? How do I give back? How do I serve? How do I create amazing memories with this beautiful family that I've helped create? You're going to ask yourself those questions and you're going to answer those questions. And it's freeing because the unknowns are gone. You're free to pursue and have that success as you defined it, and happiness as you've defined it. So, with that in mind, grab your worksheet, do the work, start to define those pieces, start working on creating your and life. Now, here's the deal. If you want to master the One Rule, we have a couple of things that I would encourage you to check out. The first thing is that we have an app. Yes, Legend Leaders has an app. It is called Legend Life. It's available both for Apple and for Android, right? Any Google-based, Android-based devices, it's in Google Play. For all the Apple devices, it's in the Apple App Store. And then there's a web-based link if you don't want to put it on your phone, although I would encourage it because they're audio programs. The app has audio programs. One of those audio programs is called The One Rule, and you can listen to the first lesson in that for free, right? There's no charge for you to listen to the first lesson and see if you're interested in learning more. So check that out. And then we regularly have training programs. I have something called the 90-Day Legendary Accelerator. We're getting ready to start one of these programs very soon, depending upon when you're listening to this. You may have missed the window, but I start them approximately every 90 days. It is a rapid-fire, life-changing program where you learn the key facets of mastering the One Rule and applying this in your life. We start with career. We start with your career. We start with success. We start learning exactly what career success looks like. And then we navigate through and learn bits and pieces about life on your terms so that at the end of 90 days, you have a different life. Because 90 days is going to come and go. So why not spend those 90 days learning something that you really care about and that you're passionate about? And that, quite frankly, your family wants you to learn as well because they miss you and want to have you in their lives also. So I've got a couple links. You should see that in the content. Grab that information. The links are also in the workbook. Go do the workbook. If you want more, you've got more. Come join us. If you've got questions, reach out. I'm here to support you. You can have your and life. You do deserve it. It is possible. Let's eliminate the unknowns and go get that life. It's yours. Go grab it. As always, go and be legendary.